look at these next ones. Meteorologists at the news station reported that Mesquite received 0.95 inches of rain, which fraction is equivalent to this amount of rain in inches.
Cameron Smith, please come to the front office. Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith to the front office.
First thing I have to do is turn this to a percentage so I can put it as a fraction. I know decimal to percent, Dr. Pepper rules. So I'm going to move this 2 places to the right. So I have 95% over 100. If I reduce this, because if I see, I know now that C is not right. This should be 100. If I divide both of these by 5, I know that 5 can go into 100. 5 can go into 100 20 times. Sorry, it took me a second. Okay? If I divide 95, I'm going to come down here and do it. 95 divided by 5. 5 goes into 9 one time. 5 goes into 45 9 times. So I have 19 over 20. That's how I got my answer. You just had to put it as a percentage and then reduce your fraction. Number 8. In 2019, there were approximately 1,250 students at Kimbrough Middle School. A survey found that 46% of those students, you notice how I just wrote that? Because I saw this, and I know I'm going to have percent over 100, and it's 46%. I wrote it as soon as I read it. 46% of those were male students. Based on this information, how many male students attend Kimbrough Middle School? Well, they told me 1,250 students at Kimbrough. That's the whole amount. So it goes on bottom. Okay? Now, I'm solving for this. So, if I look right here, I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Can I think of something to multiply 100 by to get 1,250? Well, unfortunately, no. Okay? So instead, I've got to cross multiply. All right? So I have to do 1,250 times 46. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Add my 0, and I'm going to run out of room. It'll be all right. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So now I'm going to add these. 0, 0, 5, 7, 5. Now, I have to divide. So I have 100x equals 57,500. Ooh, this is such an easy one to divide. Divide by 100. Divide by 100. What can I do with these zeros? Cross them out because there's 2 on each. So 575 divided by 1 is going to be 575. Number 9, remember guys, we said this one, we're going to take away one of these triangles. It was a typo, okay? It wants to know what the shaded area was, what's an equivalent ratio. So I've got to make a ratio, which is number to number. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shaded. It's talking about the whole wall. So it wants to know how many I have total. So I have to keep counting 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, I don't see 8, 24 down here. So I'm going to start by reducing this because it can be reduced. If I have 8 over 24, I know that 2, let's say, can go into both of those. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 24 divided by 2 is 12. Do I see this anywhere? Absolutely. Answer choice A, and now I'm done. Let's look at 10. The table shows the time Jim worked and the amount of money he earned during 3 different weeks. 15 hours to $138.75. And we could keep going down. Based on the information, how much will Jim earn if he works 40 hours in 1 week? Guys, remember, Proportions, always. If it's asking me to pick one, I know my 40 hours is going to go here, and I'm going to have hours on top, dollars on bottom, just because of this right here, okay? Which one of these am I going to pick if I'm going to 40? Well, I'm going to pick whichever one I could do the easy way. And I know the only number I can multiply by something to get 40 is 20. This should be easy for me. 20 hours over $185. I'm going this way. 20 to get to 40 is 20 times 2. Don't add 20, guys. Remember, you can't add or subtract. You have to multiply. So now 185 times 2 is going to get me my answer. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is $370. B.